It has become a growing trend around the country. School districts are getting on board with starting the school day later.
Well, now the Green Bay Area Public School District is looking at starting their school days for high schoolers later to help meet the goals of those students in and outside of the classroom. In a First Alert update, Samantha Cavalli explains how this change could reshape the high school experience.
Taking full advantage of the time the school day offers, the Green Bay Area Public School District is looking at ways that time can make an impact on students' focus, performance, and safety.
For the last 18 months, Associate Superintendent David Johns studying the school calendars from the top 200 performing high schools in the country, pondering the question, how do we use time?
There's a lot of different ways that we can work to improve the high school experience for students, and all of it is to help identify students who are struggling the earliest and get them back on track so that they can have a full and complete high school experience.
Through surveys with faculty, staff, and current students, the district determining too many students falling behind early and struggling to catch up. The proposal, introduced during Monday night's Board of Education meeting, had the time being used to include a combination of blocked classes and some traditional shorter classes.
All of those things taken together, how can we best create a school day that allows students to have classes that are the optimal length?
A 7:30 a.m. start time for high school students might sound routine, but for teenagers, experts say it's far too early. Dr. Casey Freimiller, a pediatrician with UW Health, says teenagers should be getting an average of 8 to 10 hours of sleep a night.
They have poor response times, and they're not able to learn at their maximum potential when they're feeling sleepy due to early school start times. And that's important for driving and for safety things as well.
With the hopes to combat these issues, Johns proposed smaller learning communities for 9th grade students, giving them more personalized attention and support.
The school district will implement the changes to 9th grade this upcoming school year. The board could vote on a new start time for all area high schools as early as September. Reporting in Green Bay, Samantha Cavalli, Action 2 News.